Rooster's is a restaurant chain that is popular in the central Ohio area. There are lots of Rooster's locations, and there is even one in my hometown of Marysville, Ohio. I eat that a lot with my family. It's a go-to place for my family and friends, and I eat it pretty often. And for the food, I enjoy the grilled chicken tenders. I give it a good 5 out of 5 stars. And I really enjoyed it for a while. That was the only entree I knew for it to be dairy-free. But then I kind of expanded my palate. And luckily there are more options that I'll get to that are dairy-free as well that I could eat. It was extremely fresh and juicy. And I honestly really enjoyed eating it. And the allergy rating is a 4 out of 5 stars. Vegans and vegetarians wouldn't really want to eat this. The grilled fingers do have corn as an allergy, which that's kind of interesting, but the Cajun fingers somehow don't. So if you have a corn allergy, please order the Cajun fingers. And the Big Bob's Burgers, that's another thing that is dairy-free. And I get these pretty much every time since I found out I've eaten these, because these are really one of the best burgers I've ever had. And the reason for it is the bun's really good, the patty's fresh, you could get it cooked to medium well, because they normally ask, what do you want your burger cooked? And I say medium well, so I get it medium well, really good. Add bacon and lettuce on it, it's like pretty good. So, and the allergy rating is a 4 out of 5 stars. So if you're allergic to gluten, you could order without the bun and ask to see the website. You could go to the website, which I have posted anywhere you look at, either in the description or on the top of my website. And just make sure that it's with the added toppings and really communicate with your waiter/waitress to make sure everything is good. And the Big Bob's Burger, it's honestly a really good burger. I feel like you could get it without the bun, but I don't know if the burger would somehow have gluten in it. I don't know. There's a lot of things that you would expect, like the barbecue brisket at Buc-ee's, which is another allergy restaurant review I did. I didn't expect them to have dairy in their pulled pork, but they did. So, things like that, it's like you just want to make sure you are doing your due diligence and really not falling asleep on the wheel, because that's how allergic reactions happen. So, it's very, very interesting. And the next food I want to review is the curly fries and the tater tots. I've enjoyed the curly fries. They're really good. But since I found the tater tots, never really have stopped eating the tater tots. They are really, really good. And I enjoy both of them. I'll be honest with you. Like, if there were double sides, I'd get curly fries and tater tots. If they allowed 2 sides, that's what I'm getting. Curly fries and tater tots with my Big Bob's Burger. That's probably what I'm going to get a lot of the time. And you really can't go wrong with either one of them. And the allergy rating is a 4 out of 5 stars. The tater tots do contain soy, while the curly fries contain wheat, which is gluten and soy. Vegans and vegetarians should have no problem eating these delicious delicacies. And the next item we have are the traditional wings. I just found out about it like a month ago that they had an allergy website, because my parents are like, hey, what appetizer can you eat? Like, that's dairy free. And then I was like, well, I'm going to see if they have an allergy menu on Google. They didn't have it before, but now they have it. So I went and looked at it, and I realized, because I thought the wings had dairy in them. All the wings did. But I saw the traditional wings were dairy free, and I'm like, okay, I got to eat these. And personally, the traditional boneless wings or bone-in wings, sorry, not boneless. The boneless wings have dairy in them. But the traditional bone-in wings are so good. They're hot and fresh. and I really enjoyed them. And they were huge too. Like, I ordered 10 of them thinking that they were like the tiny, small wings you could get at like a place like Buffalo Wild Wings or... now again, tiny wings aren't bad. I mean, it's just, Roosters had giant wings. I was like sitting there, it's like, are you serious? 10 of them? So I literally had 5, and it was like, okay, well, I'll just eat leftovers for the next day, and I had them the next day. And the allergy rating is probably a 4 out of 5 stars because it contains wheat, gluten, and soy. Vegans and vegetarians probably wouldn't want to eat the wings for obvious reasons. So, yeah. The allergy rating is a 4 out of 5 stars. And the rationale is, I remember when they didn't have an allergen menu, and we were dependent on the waiters or the waitresses who might have or might have not known allergies, even though they are the best bet when there had no allergen menu, but it makes it a ton better and more safer for me if they had an allergen menu, so I feel much more confident eating at Roosters. And I also found out that the fried mushrooms have dairy in it, because I used to be able to eat the fried mushrooms, and then they changed the recipe to where I can't eat it anymore. I enjoyed them, but I haven't eaten for them for years because I've eaten the tater tots instead. So, yeah. So I've obviously communicated, and it has made a difference for me to not have an allergic reaction at Roosters. And maybe Roosters changes the allergies or the recipes. So you just got to be careful and check their website when they do. And I will say Roosters does a good job of explaining the changes and letting you know what allergy or allergens are present. And I believe they take their food allergies very seriously as well. There's nothing that will tell me otherwise. Thank you for listening to my content. If you enjoyed it, please consider to subscribe, share, and like my content. Thank you.